After a long wait, I'm back with another video where I want to show you some of the artwork I did. This one was inspired by Parker Blocks. You can find him on YouTube, and I think he has a blog, and you can find him on social media. During the month of April, he had these prompts where he was filling a sketchbook using the alphabet, and I decided I wanted to try it. I wanted to draw more and paint more. So that was something I thought I could do. So this was the letter A, and some of the artwork was directly inspired by him. He used this alarm clock that I really like how it turned out. Some of the artwork I traced, and some I kind of freehanded. And I'm still working on learning how to draw. And I used the Canson paper. It's not the best paper, it's not like a professional, I don't think it has any cotton in it. But I bought a lot of it before I knew about cotton paper. So I said, well, let's use it for this. It was mostly drawing and kind of applying a little bit of color. And then I couldn't quite figure out how to keep my artwork. So I came up with this binding system where I just wrap around some twine on the spine of this book I made and slide the pages in between. So I'm quite happy with how everything looks. It was a very interesting challenge. I post most of them on Facebook, but I decided I need to make a video for YouTube. And I didn't know if I should do vertical or horizontal, but some of the topics like this castle, I thought they would be looking better in a vertical orientation. Some of the lines are made with a Pigma some I use some markers, and at first I didn't realize. They said they were waterproof, but you can see some bleed, but that didn't bother me too much. This was the letter F. It was an interesting challenge. I learned a lot. I kind of got into a rhythm, and I was trying to post 3 paintings a week. Of course, Teoh was much faster, and he did his in like a month, but it took me a while. This was one of my favorites. I like the color choices, kind of a muted palette, the neutrals and the blue. And portraits are still something I would like to try and work more on. Maybe even find a class. I saw Jenny Granberry has a portrait class. I might look into that. This was Italy. Of course, this was during the coronavirus. Italy was hard hit. So for letter I decided to draw a few things. This was again one of my favorite. The color choices, I thought they were really nice. The neutral, the reds and the greens. Let me try and zoom out. And then I use a marker to draw the check in a box paper. This was a lot of fun. So if you haven't done a challenge, I encourage you to do it. The hardest part was keeping at it. I know sometimes it's easy to give up. This was another one inspired by Teoh. This is the kitchen, and this is my kitchen. It didn't turn out quite as I wanted, but I added some gold. I think it was acrylic gold splatters, and it kind of makes it a little more special. This was another one of my favorites. Of course, you know, I like Denise and her animal paintings, and I gave it a try. I used some reference photos from Pixabay, and this was from an art book, and I forgot the name of this artist. I'll probably put it in the comments below, but she has some amazing artwork. I might do a review for that book. And this was letter M. Sometimes I just wanted to do like a simple sketch This was all the mixed drinks for letter M, and I found all the ones that start with letter M, which was quite a lot, but this was a fun one. This was half of the alphabet, and then this is the other one. I put all of the artwork in these books except for the letter W. It was a Waffle House, and that's I liked how it turned out, and I had it framed. I might show it at the end of the video. This was New York. Teoh had a nice sketch about it. I used the Google Earth to draw this, but I don't have the patience to do all the details, so the lines are very simple. Octopus. I think here I got a little tired. I wish I had more octopus drawn, kind of fill up the page. Paris for letter P. Again, this was from Google Earth, and then this Montmartre is not that close. Sacré-Cœur, excuse me, is not that close, but I kind of crop it in. Q is for quince. This is another one I liked, the yellows. Red Riding Hood for letter R. And this turned out pretty good. And the wolf, I should have just added more colors, but it was one of those days when you don't have much time. S, school bus, sunflowers. Turtles, this one turned out pretty good. And the neutral colors are not something I'm inspired to paint, but I used some I think Indian red from Denise's palette and some violet oxide, and I thought that turned out really nice. The umbrella streak for letter U, this was a favorite. I guess people like rainbows, but it turned out really nice. Lots of colors. See if my phone will focus. Varanasi, India. I enjoy doing this sketch. I use a reference photo from Pixabay, and I use the grid method where I draw larger squares on my paper and kind of drawing from the reference. And some of the effects here is just the paper and the water. I'm still learning, but I think it turned out pretty nice. X is for Xbox, and then this is the yacht. And letter Z was zebra. This one was another favorite of mine. I sketched the zebra and decided to do a background with all colors. And last but not least, I tried to move the camera to show you the W. It's right here, a waitress and Waffle House. And it looks pretty cute. Thank you for watching and see you soon.